All right, let's go over the new update for Phasmophobia. This is going to be interesting. Big changes. I'm actually really excited. I'm going to be playing this on Twitch today. They did a lot of bug fixes, as they pretty much always do. Optimize how the salt spawns in. This optimization will be added to all equipment spawning in future update, which will fix a lot of disconnects after loading. Thank goodness, that's good. Fixed a bug where the ghost would not leave any EMF if the host was dead. I didn't even know that was a bug, but I'm glad it's fixed for sure. Fixed a bug where the heartbeat sound could play when you were outside. Yeah, I guess that's good. It might have meant you could have died outside, maybe not, I don't know. It's a good fix. Fixed a bug where if you're holding a lit candle, your sanity would drain in some locations. That was potentially annoying. Potential fix for items not spawning in if the host disconnected when loading. Okay, so these just little quality of life bugs, trying to get into a match and have a clean experience. They're doing pretty well with that. Fixed a bug where the photo evidence wouldn't always be for the evidence that's closest to the photo, which puts into debate the long-held theory that the item appearing in the photo is the most valuable item, because this right here is saying that it should be the closest item regardless of value, which is interesting. I don't think anyone's truly sure how the monetization for the photos actually works at this point. Potential fix for ghost orbs sometimes moving inside the room's floor rather than the middle of the room. Yes, orbs are very tricky. You got to get them right, because that can be so annoying. Like late in a match, you're just looking for orbs and you just see nothing. You move the camera around 95 times, get hunted every 3 seconds. Fixed an issue where the CCTV monitor was changing cameras whenever a camera got turned on or off. Interesting. That's a good fix. I like that. Yeah. Fixed a bug where you couldn't play offline if you failed to connect to the authentication servers. That's good news for people who have bad internet connections. Fixed a bug where VR players had a white glare around their vision. I have never played VR, but there's some other interesting VR things added here as well. Fixed an issue where the default VR hand rotation when you weren't grabbing something was rotated the wrong way. Yeah, that'd be funny looking. Potential fix for drawers and doors sometimes spawning outside in multiplayer. I literally just encountered this in my last stream. I put that up on a YouTube video. There was a drawer outside. There was a floating shoe in the garage of Tanglewood. It was fun. We were throwing things in the drawer and whatnot. So, while fun, an interesting glitch, it's good that it's fixed. Fixed a bug where the ghost would still interact with objects far away if the object was grabbed near it. Ew. That's interesting. So if it knocked over a coffee cup and then you move the coffee cup to a different room, it might appear as if the ghost moved as well. That's interesting. Good fix. Fixed a bug where you could hold down the radio and talk during a hunt. Your voice would now be instantly cut off. Yeah, apparently before, if you were holding the radio button before the hunt started, you could just keep talking normal and talk your teammates through the hunt. Now they fixed that, so now you're cut off no matter what. Fixed a bug where the room temperatures would lower before you unlocked the main door on amateur and intermediate. Interesting. Fixed a bug where the ghost wouldn't always lower its current room temperature to below freezing. Ah, okay. Fixed a bug where VR dead bodies didn't spawn. Nice. Alright, so here's the actual, those were all bug fixes and optimizations. Here are the actual changes that are going to really impact gameplay. The crucifix will now have a visual change with each use instead of disappearing with its final use. If you like to play solo, this is huge. Especially if you're doing like solo asylum. You don't have to wander out to the trailer to see if it came off or wait for it to entirely disappear. It will modify. It will lose a arm of the crucifix. It might move, something like that. So you'll be able to tell just by looking at it. That might also count as an interaction photo as well. We'll have to see. Speaking of photos, the photo reward values now use a quality level, which is based on the distance you took the photo rather than the reward being random. This quality level will show in the journal. This is huge. And this is going to make you focus a lot more on the interaction photos. You can't just hear a noise and then snap that direction and get a good quality photo now. You have to get close. You have to identify exactly what it was that moved. So a little more patience will be needed. And also, you got to get close to the ghost. So if you're a scaredy cat, you might not like this update. Each player will now have a unique color on the minimap and sanity monitor. Very nice. Nice little addition. I mean, it's not a huge thing, but it's going to look cool. To fix some graphical issues with the VR, the rendering path has been changed from deferred to forward rendering. This may be a big impact on performance, so please let us know. Alright, so they're testing VR stuff. Now here's some new things they added as well. The ghost will now have a chance to blow out candles if they are close and the room lights are off. That could be potentially fun and creepy. And 5 new objectives. Thank goodness we have new objectives. They were getting kind of stale. And these objectives are going to make you interact with the hunt a little bit more. So if you like to just get in and get out clean without really getting hunted, the game's going to force you to play a little bit differently, a little bit more risky. So detect a ghost presence with a candle. So, you know, as it said in number 1 there, the ghost will have the chance to blow out candles. So you have to take the candle into the ghost room, get it blown out. Detect ghost footsteps with a parabolic mic during a hunt. Finally, we get to use that useless giant satellite dish looking microphone. You got to take it in there and I guess aim it at the ghost during the hunt. And that will count as an objective. So that's good. Finally, they're worth buying and having in your truck. So that's good. Because there's some things that people really just don't use. That's probably one of them. Intermediate and professional. Escape ghost during a hunt with no deaths. This only works if the ghost gets close enough during the hunt, I believe. I was messing around with it, and it seems like you need to get that loud bassy audio, like the ghost is breathing down your neck, and still escape for this to actually be valid. Because I escaped a hunt with this as an objective where the ghost wasn't really that close. So that didn't count. But the second time did when the ghost was pretty close. Professional. Use a smudge stick while the ghost is hunting a player. Also, you have to kind of be right in front of the ghost while you're smudging and just have it follow you around. At least that seems to be how it works so far. We'll test it out a little bit today. See how that goes. Multiplayer. Get an average sanity below 25%. Once again, it's making you play a little bit more risky. It makes the game a little bit more interesting to me, which means if you have someone who always likes to chill in the trailer, you're playing squads, you got to get them in there and get the sanity below 25% for sure. So that's a really potentially fun addition. I like that. Now, this is going to be interesting. As I said, I don't play VR, but they added support for haptics, tack suits, and face covers. Full implementation will be a gradual process over time. However, the majority of haptics are in. This means the ghost can touch you. If you're playing VR, I don't know how this is going to work, but this could be potentially terrifying. The ghost can like touch your face and stuff. That's going to be wild. That's going to be... There's going to be some good clips from that, most likely. And with the VR change to forward rendering, anti-aliasing, MSA can now be used with VR and will default to 4x if enabled. This will be affected by the same anti-aliasing graphics options, so make sure you have the correct option selected. Yeah, just better visual improvement, that's all that is. So there we go, guys. Make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel if you want more content like this. I post Phasmophobia stuff regularly. And then come hang on Twitch where we play with viewers regularly. It's a fun time. We're about to do that right now. See y'all later.